Good morning, good afternoon. If you've seen it at a later time, I hope you slept well. Your host Tea Time, and today we're doing the review to the episode 4 for Halo on Paramount Plus. I'm honestly gonna be honest. I'm just here right now because I'm a fan of Halo. I'm gonna watch it from beginning all the way to the end because what they're doing right now, like last episode was good and this episode was like it wasn't good. I mean, it had good parts, but the episode as a whole wasn't good. Like, they kept skipping around on people's stories. Like, in this episode, you're seeing, like, three different stories, basically. You're seeing, with Silver Team, which is, I forgot her name in the story, actually. Where is my phone? It's back that way. Okay. Well, she's one of the, teammates on Master Chief's team for Silver Team. So they're basically diving deeper into her personal view on things. I would say the team as a whole, but it's really focused on her right now. So it's her, it's Kwan. Once again, people that we know that without her, the story could keep going on, but they're still giving more stuff with Kwan. And then there's Master Chief about stuff about him. You know, he's the main face of Halo. So it's three different things going on in this episode, but they keep not skipping, but they keep transitioning to everybody else's stuff. You barely have time to like sit and think about what's going on with one person's story and the other person's story. Honestly, personally, I don't care about Kawhi. No offense to the actress. It's just her story outside the actress, just the way they got her story going, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you why it really doesn't matter once we go deeper into the episode. But stuff going on with her, it's pointless. It's really pointless. If you sit and think about it, after you watch the whole episode, you sit and think about it, everything she's doing right now is pointless. It might have like a bigger impact maybe in like the final episode. I don't know, but right now for what you're seeing, it is pointless. Like I said before, this TV show could survive and do probably they could put more time to something that really matters than adding somebody that doesn't even matter right now. Stuff going on with Master Chief, that's the interesting thing that I like, because one is Master Chief, and two, because what he's going through right now is actually interesting. Like, you're gonna want to know what's gonna happen next with him, basically. The stuff going on with Silver Team, the other people that's on Chief's team, basically, the lady with the tied up hair that you just saw, that's also in the Spartan uniform, that's interesting too, because we're actually getting to see what they're thinking about, what they're going through, what they want to know about. But the difference between Silver Team and Kawhi is like Silver Team is actually a part of the whole Halo universe. Outside the TV show, they're a part of Halo, actually. Kawhi, I don't remember seeing nothing about Kawhi in no comics, no side movies they made, no side little episodes, not even the games. So she's like to me, she's a character that they just put in here just because. Like I said before in the very beginning, they're trying to put their own little twist and spin on Halo. Cool, nothing wrong with that, but what they're doing is like nobody really cares. Nobody cares. None of my friends, nobody in my family told me like, oh, she's an interesting character. No, she's not. Nobody cares about her. So, like, overall, I give the episode a 4 out of 10. Me personally, 4 out of 10. Only reason is not higher than that because of Kawhi, and because once you start to get interested in somebody's story, they panel to like the next person. Like, they're talking about Master Chief, and the next thing you know, we're going to see what Kawhi is doing or what the Silver Team is doing. Like I said, nothing wrong with the Silver Team, but it's like we didn't even have time to like sit and like marinate what's going on right here. You guys are going to somebody else and do the same thing with that one. They're jumping. Like, give us time to actually like sit and be interested in what's going on. I didn't like that either. There was no fighting really, besides the end. No action. Like, Halo was really all about the mystery. They gave that up with Master Chief's head. Halo is all about the action. Barely any action. Not even just in this episode. Like, the past 3 episodes, there was barely. Besides the first episode, there's barely any other action, really, in this TV show. Come on now. The Covenant was nowhere to be found in this one at all. No Covenant at all. Like this season is like I don't know how they're gonna survive after this season because I did research and I found out that they're supposed to be doing a season 2. Depending how this season ends, I have no idea what's gonna happen in season 2. I think that this season is gonna end with them finally getting ready to go to Halo. If you don't know what Halo is, besides the title of the TV show, Halo's like a big how can I describe it? It's basically like a massive weapon, but you could like think of Earth, right? But it's like everything about Earth is in station like a Halo ring, basically. But it's also could use as a weapon to basically destroy everything, all organic life in the whole universe. I believe it's the whole universe or the galaxy universe. But I think that's where the season's gonna end with them getting ready to go to Halo and hopefully start diving into like the first Halo game, if anything. But I doubt they're gonna go down that road. They're gonna twist it up and do some other stuff with it. But yeah, 4 out of 10. That's what I give the episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a deep dive into the episode. If you want to stay around for it, I appreciate it. If not, if you want to like see what I'm talking about yourself, go ahead and watch it. You can end the video after this. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I appreciate the love and the support. My other socials will be in the links down below for my Twitter, for my 2 Instagram pages. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, without further ado, grab my water real quick. It is hot today. Stay hydrated. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down the episode as best I can remember. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So how I plan to do this, I'm not gonna go in order because like I said, they jump from person story to person story to person story. I'm gonna break this down from the least interesting one to the most interesting, which is gonna be I'm gonna break down Kawhi first, then Silver Team, then what's going on with Master Chief. Alright. So right now, right here is Kawhi. At the window, that's Kawhi. So if you remember, she convinced Soren, who's an old friend of Master Chief, to take her back to her home planet, Minijar, whatever it's called. She wants to go there to join the resistance to fight against the current ruler of the planet, who, mind you, is working with the UNSC to keep everybody happy down there, even though his ways is not good and nobody likes his ways, but he's keeping them alive, he's keeping them survive against the Covenant. He's working with the UNSC, so if the Covenant was to attack, his people and UNSC could fend off against them. Cool. But his ways are like kind of fucked up. Like he's killing people that don't want to follow his rule, basically. So he's like a how can I describe it? Think of Thanos. He's doing good, but it's not good in a twisted way. Right, cool. So, like I said, she convinced Soren to take her to Earth. I mean, not Earth. Take her to her home planet so she could join the resistance, right? She gets there and she finds out that none of the generals that was with her father survived, but one. But the only reason one survived was because she made a deal with the ruler to, I guess, give her a lot of money to like stand down or something like that. And Kawhi didn't like that. She was talking about saying you're a traitor, you're betraying my father, whoop the bam, yada yada yada. Mind you, she has a bounty on her head. She's not supposed to be there. She's putting Soren in danger there too, because if they find out he is with her, they're going to try to kill him too. So she starts flipping out, screaming and yelling. Mind you, they're looking for her. They're looking for her right now. So I understand you're upset, but you're putting yourself more at risk. They came to they had like a memorial for her father when this all happened. And the officers that was working with the leader of the planet came to start beating up on people looking for her. You just put innocent people in danger. You're putting yourself in danger. And once again, you're putting Soren in danger. Because now they scavenged Soren's ship. He can't get off the planet now. He has to find another way to get off the planet. His ship is gone. All his shit is gone. All he got is a pistol. So I'm like, okay. So he's trying to leave, but she's like, no, let me find my auntie. I know my auntie is still here or something like that. Did you not just hear what the lady said? All the leaders are dead. There is no resistance. She don't want to listen though. And Soren, he's thinking about the money, the pirates. He's like, okay, go ahead. Find your auntie, give me my money. Huh. Newsflash, everybody. There is no more money. She ends up finding her auntie, and auntie tells her, like, all the money that we had is gone. There is no money. Oh, and FYI, your father has been lying to you your whole life. Apparently, her father was part of like a secret assassin group or something like that. Like, what? What is going on? What assassins? What? This is not Halo. Everything that's going on with this girl is not Halo. Also, as you can see, there's no resistance, there's no generals. Everybody's surviving right now off of the dude making this deal with the UNSC to keep them alive and to protect them and to help them to covenant live. Mind you, everybody, the whole thing about Halo is humans against the Covenant, aliens. The human race versus the Covenant. Why? You may not like this nigga's ways, but there's something bigger going on right now. Everybody as a species, as a race, survives. Why are you trying to go against this guy right now? But Kwan ain't trying to hear that. She wants to free her people. Free her people for what? They're alive right now because of this deal the man made. She ain't trying to listen though, at all. And the leader finds out that she's alive on the planet. So he hires some unknown assassin lady to go find her and kill her. How she found her, I have no idea how she found her. But she ended up finding her, kills her auntie. Once again, Kwan put somebody in danger, got her auntie killed. Almost got Soren killed again, but he showed up, shot old girl, and she fell out the window. She's still alive. And now they're on the run, trying to run away from this assassin that's trying to get them. That's really the whole thing that's going on with Kwan right now. Interesting to y'all? I hope not, because it wasn't to me. I felt like it was just there. You could take all that out, and you could still be good with this episode. Right. So, with that out the way, let's talk about what's going on with Silver Team. So, hot, drink your water, everybody. So, with Silver Team, we find out that I don't remember her name, but she's part of Master Chief's Silver Team, basically. She finds out that like the last episode when Master Chief was like showing his ass and shit, taking out the thing out of his back, he took like a little emotion chip that basically cuts his emotions off, basically. And when she found out that they had put that in her, she was like, okay, I want to take mine out too. I want to basically feel what she feels. I want to feel my emotions, and she did that. So I don't know if she told everybody else on Silver Team about it, but she ended up taking it out, and she started going through the same thing Master Chief was going through. When he took it out, she started feeling her emotions. I don't know why she dyed her hair a different color. Like, it's blonde, but it's also red around here. I don't know why she did that. I don't know what that was about. But during all that, Miranda Keyes, who is Miranda Keyes, I believe, yeah, Miranda Keyes. I think they said she's the daughter of Dr. Halsey. So if you don't remember who Dr. Halsey is, she's the brains behind the operation. She put all the Spartans together, everything about the Spartans, basically. But yeah, we're talking about her. That's not Dr. Halsey. That's the Spartan. That's Dr. Halsey right there, the blonde girl, blonde lady. Yeah. But that's what I was talking about. So Miranda Keyes brings Silver Team. She wants Silver Team to like touch the artifact that started everything. If you remember from the last episode, Master Chief touched the artifact, which gave him his memories back about where the other artifact could be. Miranda wants Silver Team to touch that too. They touch it, nothing's happened. But after that, it goes to them trying to like break down the alien covenant language. What's it called? Sanghelios language. Because Silver Team has been fighting them for so long, they kind of picked up what their language could mean or what does it mean. So there's that. But we also get to look a little backstory between Silver Team too, because they start to tell Miranda Keyes about their past, about how they all had pets at one point. And Like if they ever failed a mission or failed an assignment, they would have to kill their pets basically. At first, I didn't think they would actually kill their pets because if you ever seen the movie Kingsman, they had something like that too, where like they all been training for a long time, built a connection with their animals. At the end, they had to shoot their animals, but the shots were blank. But they did confirm that like, no, we really had to kill our animals. Somebody had a pig. Somebody had a dog. I think the other one had a cat. I think it was like that. And they failed a mission, they would have to kill their animals. But the fucked up thing was that even if they never failed a mission, the animals still get killed. Because that was Dr. Halsey's way. Like I said, she raised all these Spartans up to what they is now. She did this because she wanted to break emotional ties. Like I said, Spartans are basically human machines. Think like a machine, fight like a machine, move like a machine. No emotional ties. And I guess if they still have any emotions, that's what that little chip was for, to cut those emotions off. So I was just like, damn, that's tough. I don't know if I could do that. Like, hey, you had me kill my dog like that. Like, I built like over like 2 or 3 years of this mud, and damn, that's fucked. But Silver Team raw. Everything they going to do made them raw. They raw as hell. So I can't blame them. I also like. They also show once again how close Silver Team is in this episode, because if we go back to what I was saying about them touching the artifact, Dr. Halsey was like, I want to know why it worked with Chief and why it's not working with you guys. And I don't know his name, but he's also part of Silver Team. The black guy, he was like, it's the Master Chief. That's why, because it's Master Chief. That's a loyal man right there. He loyal. That's like some Zoro and Luffy type shit. Cause Zoro is a ride or die for Luffy. If you ever watch One Piece anime manga, you know what I'm talking about. Like that nigga Zoro is a ride or die for Luffy. Co-captain, respect. So yeah. So their that side story is just basically getting like a backstory of a little bit of Silver Team and them trying to like understand what the Sahelio language is, and they also find out that like one of the words means Halo, and they're starting to figure out like, oh, maybe that's what they're looking for, Halo. They still don't know exactly what Halo is, but probably episode 5 or 6 they'll finally understand it. I think there's like only 7 episodes, so there's that. Yeah. So there's that. Now, let's get to the real thing. Stuff going on with Master Chief. All the other stuff is done. This is what I really liked about the episode. So they get to Master Chief's home planet. They get to his house. He's starting to remember things like, this is my house. I had a dog, a mom, a dad. Just starting to look around. But at the same time, every time he starts to remember, when they pan to Dr. Halsey, you can see the expression on her face like she's getting worried because she still doesn't know that Halsey was there from the very beginning. I think they're trying to tell us that Halsey actually did take Master Chief from his home, because when he goes inside his house, he asks Cortana. Let me talk about Cortana for a second. I'm starting to really like Cortana now. I liked her when they first showed her, not the design, but stuff about they're doing Cortana I like, because when Cortana's physically not there, you hear her voice, it's almost like, okay, this is Halo-ish, because if you play the game, every time Cortana will talk, you want to see her. You'll just be like moving and you'll hear her. It's almost like, okay, they're starting to get like gamey-wise, game stuff, because she's talking and you're like, okay, cool, I like that. And the voice actor, I still want to know, is it the same voice actor? I don't think it is. But if it's either way, if it's not, she's doing a good job, because she sounds just like Cortana, and I love it. Love it. So, back to it. He goes inside his house and he asks Cortana, can she like show what the house looked like before everything happened? And she's like, yeah, you just gotta keep your helmet on when you do this. So this is like the only time for like 30 seconds to a minute he has his helmet on. And that whole time he's scanning around, looking at his house, how it used to look. He see where his dad used to like grow plants, his mom used to hang up his paintings, his drawings, where he used to play with his dog and draw and everything. And when he gets to where he used to draw, his memories start to come back. Dr. Halsey asked Cortana, "Are you still showing him stuff?" She was like, "No, I've been cut everything off before then." But his memories started to come back, and in his memories, he sees that Dr. Halsey was inside his house before he was a Spartan. So that starts to like mess with his mind, like, why are you in my house? Why was you here? And Halsey's like getting scared, like, oh, memories are playing a trick on you. Remember, I was always here for you. I was just like never in your house. It could just be your memories are playing games. But on his face, he's like, okay. Anyway, yeah. They're gonna end up. He's gonna end up finding out, and I want to know what's gonna happen after that. But towards the end of it, after he goes through his memories and everything, he finds out that hold up. Yeah. After he goes through memories, he finds out where the other artifact is, and he goes down there because he was down there before as a kid. He touched the artifact when he was a kid before. So when he goes back to the same spot, he finds the second artifact with Dr. Halsey. And that kind of is how the episode ends. But I do like how they was saying in the episode, because before the episode ends, Miranda Keyes was talking to one of the Spartans, and she was telling him like why Dr. Halsey is the way she is, because she was like, humans are basically unstable, and are stable emotional creatures that basically you goes off their emotion and don't think about the bigger picture. And I like how they was basically saying that, how she was saying that and showing Kawhi the whole time. Because everything she was saying described what Kawhi was doing. She was being emotional. She wasn't really thinking. She was just doing things because she wanted to. She don't think about the bigger picture of what's going on. She's gonna get Soren killed. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna give that episode like a -10 if she gets Soren killed. I feel like she is though. I mean, I feel like he's gonna end up dying. Probably, if not in this season, next season. He's not. I don't think he's one of those characters that's gonna like survive or like live and everything. But that's the whole episode. Like I said, man, the Spartans, what they're going through, and Chief, okay, they could use all that extra time with Kawhi and did something else. Shoot, give us some Covenant stuff. What's going on with the sword finger girl? What is she doing right now? I would have had that then. Give us more information about what she's doing. What was going on with her after she invaded that ship? Yeah. But that's all I have. Hope you guys enjoyed my review of the episode. Like I said, 4 out of 10. I really hope next episode when I watch it is better. It should be, because now they found the other artifact. Now what's gonna happen now? How they gonna get that other artifact off the planet? Is the Covenant girl gonna show up? I hope they explain how. What's gonna happen with Silver Team? It's just gonna still be there with Miranda Keyes. I really do not care about Kawhi, but they're gonna add her in there to continue her story or whatever. But we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like about my video, what you didn't like about my video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Once again, my links to my other socials will be down below, to my Twitter, to my 2 Instagram pages. I appreciate you guys. My next review will probably be most likely this weekend. It will probably be either maybe the 5th episode to Moon Knight, or it will be the 5th episode to Halo. But if I don't do neither one of those, my review definitely is gonna happen. Is gonna be for the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. I think it's dropping on the 27th, I believe. 27th, 26th. 26th to 28th. One of those, in between one of those. So I'm definitely gonna review it. And I'm gonna review it probably right after I watch it and then drop it the next day. So that might drop before any of the other episodes. But we shall see. Please stay tuned. Once again, I appreciate you guys' support. Have a good day.